Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. Come on in, people. Come on in on a Tuesday. Time now 7:02 in Memphis, Tennessee. On a cloudy day, been raining a little bit. Hope everyone done made it home safe.
The live Facebook stream you've been waiting for. The Bigfoot Show.
Thank you very much, Facebook.
Come on in. I got my friend in here. I got my partner Joe here in the house with me, with Mr. Bigfoot. Come on in. Ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna send prayers up. People over in Jamaica, and you know they have some bad weather this time. We're gonna send prayers out, hoping everybody be okay. We're gonna keep facing God, keep moving on. Like I said, I got one of my good friends in the house today, ladies and gentlemen. And I'm gonna let him do his thing on the Bigfoot Show. Some good pointers. We're gonna keep holding on, Joe. Hoping we can make Memphis a little better. You all don't mind, sir, please. We're gonna try to learn a little something. Yes, sir. Oh!
Okay, we're live.
This is a Facebook Live exclusive. Mind the Bigfoot Show.
Hey, I'm on Facebook.
Well. Yes, sir. Joe, what's going on, Joe?
Not much, man. This is an impressive setup.
Oh, man.
I really appreciate it.
Hey, man, I try to do the best, man. I tell people when they come to Bigfoot, they gonna be set up at a real studio, man.
Yeah, man, it's cool.
And I try to get the best. Just try to make people comfortable, man. And when they come here, I want to make like they on Fox 13 or 5 or 3. You know, I want them to feel special when they come up in here.
Yeah.
They gonna be special anyway, just like you, Joe.
Yeah, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate you coming on here, Joe, and just sharing a little information with us, man. Try to inform the people a little bit.
Well, couple of things. I'm a member of the Bigfoot Believers Club on Facebook, and I am a real conspiracy theorist. Okay. Now,
Right.
I would call it rational conspiracy theory, and so I founded this group, this organization called Taxpayer Justice Institute, and basically I compile public data with no opinion.
Okay.
And then I opine on just my Memphis. And then I had the good fortune yesterday, or I guess it was last Friday, of the Shelby Observer featuring Shelby County Observer, featuring some of my work around MLGW tree trimming, and that went viral. Now, I didn't write that article. A lot of people thought I wrote the article. I didn't write that. That was written by the Shelby County Observer.
Okay, okay.
And really put everything, seemed to put, at least the imagery, put a lot on Paul Young, and he can do something about it now. That's the good thing about perhaps doing it that way. But this contract that I was really investigating was really done during the Strickland administration.
Correct.
It was done at the end of 2023. And
it was also rushed. It was rushed.
You're rushed, along with the 12% rate increase. Yeah. And when Doug McGowan, and again, now I end up going after Doug McGowan quite a bit. It seems like, but MLG and W I find to be probably them and Regional One probably to be the most professional organizations in the city of Memphis.
Okay.
I've had some experience with Regional One. I mean, they're professional.
Okay.
But but they have to contend and operate within a ravenously public contract corrupt culture. They have to operate in that.
Do that.
So they're going to be touched by that. I mean, when Regional One came out, it was like a Tuesday, the cost of the project was $1 billion, and on Wednesday it was $2 billion. I'm saying, what the hell's going on?
Well, when I seen the numbers,
yeah,
I said, okay, well, let me look at some other hospitals that's been put up. I looked at Detroit.
Yeah.
Henry Ford.
Yeah.
That was $2 billion hospital, but they're giving you a little more than what the new med is going to look like.
Yeah.
I try to do a little comparison with that, so I won't say, oh, they overcharge, but it's almost any project, man.
Right, that's right. It's everything is so. Anytime you benchmark stuff, versus other cities, it just doesn't make any sense.
It don't add up at all. And
it just doesn't, And this tree trimming contract, I mean, when Doug, Mr. McGowan, introduced it, it was in July. It was $100 million was the contract before, from a 5-year contract, and it was going to go to $228 million. It's like, we've had some overgrowth and we had some inflation, but it was not like 128%.
Right.
So it didn't make any sense to me. And he promised later and asked for a 12% rate increase. So why did he say that? But anyway, I mean, he has to survive in a corrupt culture is the only way I can defend him on that. But again, 100 to 228 million, and then so there's lots of things that just don't make sense. That didn't make sense, and you've got to kind of track these things to kind of close the loop on them.
I was looking at how you compared like Nashville comparison to Memphis as far as what they're repaying as far as square footage, or however you want to put that, as far as cutting down trees
per mile.
But it's almost like highway robbery.
I mean, it's indefensible. I mean, I couldn't quite understand when they did the $228 million contract. I was like, why are they contracting? It's a 3-year tree trimming cycle. Why are they contracting for 5 years?
It's prolonging, stretching the money out. That's time. And it's for more money.
Yeah.
We need more.
Yeah.
It over exceed what we thought it was going to cost.
Yeah.
My thing is that we're bringing in contractors from out of state. I looked at ABC Tree Trimming Company. What happened to the other companies that had the contract before them? Also, the companies that had the tree trimming contract before them was able to hire men within Memphis as Bloomtree, Asplunge, where they was able to hire black men to work in these certain neighborhoods and able to do business. But as this company into Memphis, ABC, you look up there, it's mostly nothing but Hispanics. When black men had those jobs here in Memphis. And somebody may say, well, how you know that, Bigfoot? I stamp everything that I say. This is a problem that we having because this is money leaving outside of Memphis that's going down to Texas. This is the headquarters down to Texas. So I'm saying to myself, this still is not benefiting Memphis, Tennessee.
Yeah.
Money is still not being kept in here, in-house.
Right.
Money is being going to another state
Yeah.
instead of here. And this just not the tree trimming contract. This far as the contract that I had.
Yeah.
You know, you're bringing outside contractors from Mississippi, and they overcharging taxpayers. Taxpayers would never get a break as long as we got this corruption going on with contracts.
Right.
This is where stealing comes in at.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when you hire city workers for this amount of money, $228 million, they could have had their own tree service company, man.
Right. Right.
Not just keep it 5 years. You could have hired employees,
Yeah.
someone to train by now, because these people been here for a minute now.
Yeah.
You could have. It's a lot of tree workers in Memphis. Matter of fact, guys that used to work for these companies, Bloomtree, Asplunge, have their own business now. And then I also look at Joe. ABC has the main contract, but there's 9 more subcontractors up under there.
Oh, really?
Understand? And so it goes to puzzle. See, that has to be hawked all the way down.
Yeah.
Because first thing they'll say, well, that's not on the mayor. That's you can have things set off. You understand? Which is really not on the mayor. But the mayor signed off on it.
Yeah.
Most of the times when they saying the mayor signs on it, they play the role game. He don't know what he done signed off on it, which is a damn lie.
Yeah.
You understand? So it's all game playing.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that was part of Strickland's move before he left out from being mayor. I kept saying, why in the hell are they pushing this contract so much? They pushed it.
Yeah.
And it's like nobody was questioning anything, man.
Well, if it pays out at the full $228 million, based on benchmarking with Nashville and Knoxville, I mean, it'll be $100 million ripoff. $100 million. I mean, that's a lot of money. $100 million.
Man, ABC, I think, made $58 million this year.
Yeah.
But it also goes back again, Joe.
Most of those contracts were about the 5-year contract for each of those guys was around $70 to $80 million for three different. You had Kendall, you have ABC,
Right.
and you had one other one. I forgot.
Denby, was it Denby? Debbie?
I don't know. I forgot the other one.
Robertson, one Robertson. I know it was.
I think we can call it up here.
Good. I look at some of the contracts over at MNG and W. Man, it's overwhelming.
Well, what they need, what the city council needs. Okay, they're trying to oversee a $2 billion organization,
Right.
And it's an engineer. I mean, it's been described by Chase Carl. This is a $2 billion engineering company that they own, that they're overseeing. We don't need to be getting into. We just need to let them run that thing. And I don't necessarily agree with that. No, I don't agree with it at all after this. And so they're buying highly technical stuff. So what the city council really needs to do is they need to hire a consultant that's from the utility procurement business and maybe pay them $350,000, $500,000 a year. Again, it's probably worth it to pay that expertise to help them look at this stuff. I mean, it'd probably pay itself back.
It seems like contract compliance, whoever's running that department up there, seems like that needs to be replaced. It seems like contracts are just being put out, go for the first bid, and go with it.
Well, or if they bid it at all.
But 9 times out of 10, when you have contractors that comes into the city, it's always a buddy behind the program.
Right.
You know, I see a company way down here in Texas. Well, they're not working down in Texas. A lot of the bids that the ABC done had been real small. I think this is about the one of the largest one they have.
Yeah.
So, hey, man, it's, you know, you just have to dig and dig and dig.
Right. That's what I do. I mean, I'm fine doing it too. I don't care. Let's see. The communicate. I'm looking for the dashboard they have.
Because I know there's 9 contractors in that.
But let's see here. Let's see. Kendall. Let's see. Oh, here we go. So the 3 companies doing this are ABC, Kendall, and Lewis Tree Service.
Woods.
Lewis Tree Service.
Lewis Tree Service.
Yeah, Kendall, Lewis Tree Service, and ABC. Kendall's trimmed the most, you know, and well, based on what we're looking at now, and so, you know, so the things that don't make sense. I just kind of want to get through this data real quick. So the $100 to $228 million never made any sense. I mean, it just didn't make any sense. Mm-mm. The magnitude of the increase. Mm-hmm. Why a 3-year why a 5-year contract when it's a 3-year tree trimming cycle? The fact that we're paying 3 to 4x per mile more than Knoxville and Nashville. Okay. And the price. Okay, so this is really interesting. In the 2026 budget, the 2025 budget, they're projected to spend $35.5 million on tree trimming. In the 2026 budget, that's going up to $39 million. Now, why is it going up when all of the overgrowth they
take care of?
Well, see, 3 years. So they trim basically. They did a 3-year. They did the whole city, and got them everybody caught up. And they did it in like 2 years, a little bit more than 2 years. And now, so all the overgrowth going on. So the excuse for this high contract was inflation and overgrowth. Mm-hmm. Okay, the overgrowth is gone. Why is the contract going up when there's no overgrowth?
That's what you call that draining.
He called
that draining.
Yeah. And the per mile cost is set to go up from like $23,000 to $27,000, and there's no overgrowth.
But if they're not catching it, it'll get approved.
Yeah.
If no one is saying anything about it,
oh yeah,
it's done deal.
Mm-hmm.
Joe, that matter. That matter bus over there. What's going on with matter, man?
Well, so I've been following Matt. Now, that's another one I've been doing for a while. And, you know, the press here, again, I mean, this is the reason this show is so good, is because the press is not helping people understand what's going on.
Right. The loss.
Yeah. So the reporting has been heavy on, they blame Bakara Malden, who inherited a disaster. Mm-hmm. Okay. And then they talked about this Grizzly contract, which I don't know why they're throwing the Grizzlies under the bus on that. That's kind of amazing to me. But they're talking about this Grizzly Suite contract and the credit card spending. That's pretty much it. And I'm going to tell you right now, you may disagree with the Grizzly Suite. You may disagree with it. You may disagree with the credit card spending. But that was not that big of a deal. When you look at how much it was, that was not material in the implosion of Meta. Had nothing to do with it. When you do the research on this, what they did was they spent all of this money on technology that didn't work. All this money to automate all this stuff and everything. And the city council never asked for financials. Ford Canale, when all that COVID money was over the transportation committee. He's got an accounting background and never asked Matter to produce any financials in 2022 and 2023. I mean, they didn't have any financials.
So it's almost like it's basically been running itself.
Yeah, well, and then they did this audit. Well, so they spent all this money on technology, and nobody knows how much technology costs from a price to coverage standpoint.
That's it right there. That's the stealing hole right there.
Yeah, that's right. So the elitists love technology contracts. Nobody understands it. Everybody understands how much a bus costs. And guess what? They spent all this money on technology, and they didn't spend any money on buses. And guess what? The thing is imploding.
It's showing off right now.
Right.
It's everything that's happening with the corruption that's going on with the city of Memphis, with the county also. All this is reflecting on how our city is, the shape that we're in.
Right.
The shape that Memphis in, it shouldn't be like this. No way in the world that Memphis should be in the shape that it's in.
Right.
If you go out and look at other different little small cities and stuff, I come back and I say, man, they just done got hot hand here. They done ran the city down. They stealing so much now, man.
Right.
It's I call it poor leadership, man.
I don't even know if it's poor. Yeah, it's awful leadership, but it's like just I don't know. It's
with what's going on. You don't have to be a rocket science, man.
No. You don't have to be. You have to pay attention. You do have to kind of pay attention, but so MATA, that was that. Then they did the thing where they paid that lease in One Commerce Square One Commerce Place in advance, which was crazy. Decorated the place, and then there's some deal with the Central Station Hotel where there's no really benefit to. Basically, taxpayers paid to renovate that thing, which was a Turley and Wilson project primarily. And pretty much taxpayers funded that whole thing, I think it looks like, based on some research I did. And then there's no taxpayer benefit coming back to us. And so that's another interesting one. But here's the thing about that. Everything I'm saying, except for the technology capital spend, you'd have to pull that out of the Federal Transit Database. Everything I'm talking, and here's the other thing. In the audit, you got to read the audit. The audit is like 30 pages, and I did a blog on it.
It lays it out.
Yeah, the auditors went in and said, okay, this is the standard procurement process for MATA. This is what we found that they were doing in practice, and you go and you say this is what we need, request. Then you actually do a bit of some sort of an independent cost estimate, is what they call it. Then you award the contract, then you issue a PO. And so what they showed that process. Then on another line, they showed what they found in practice. Basically, MATA was awarding contracts, was doing no independent cost estimate. Then the vendor was sending them an invoice, and then MATA was cutting a PO. So they were telling them what to buy and how much to pay for it.
And if you go back and let's look at each PO, you'll find corruption, man.
Yeah, well, you have to. Look, if you're selling something to somebody and they say, well, how much does it cost and how much do I need to buy? You're going to be more inclined to jack that up than not. You're certainly not going to make it too less.
Joe, the things I see in this city is not hard to turn it around. We know we had a problem with crime.
Right.
Like I talked a little earlier, poverty. Poverty brings crime. Joe, what about that Tom Lee Park and Mud Island and Riverside?
Well, one of the, let me say this, this might be a little controversial when I say it, but one of the red flags in Memphis is when, it just starts off all the red flags for me, is when they talk about they're going to help out black people. When they start talking about helping out black people, they're getting ready to rip the taxpayer off.
Yeah.
And the way to take care of that is basically take care of taxpayers and take care of the poor, and you're taking care of mostly black people. I tell people all the time, it's taxpayer justice. I'm not even trying to help out black people.
Right.
And my program helps out more black people than anybody.
Right.
Just taxpayer justice.
Right.
It just does.
It's just the basis.
So one of the things about Tom Lee Park, it was all about diversity and inclusion, was what they led with in the New York Times. Okay, diversity and inclusion, about bringing everybody together, and as if there was some problem down at Tom Lee Park.
That's the game they had to run with.
Yeah. So when you look at Tom Lee Park, all right. So Memphis River Parks Partnership is at their last financials. They were like $13 million in debt. So we're paying them $3 million a year to maintain the park. $1 million of that's going to interest. So $1 million, because they didn't raise the money. They didn't satisfy their pledge requirements on the private side. They didn't do it. And then the other thing is, at that same time it was going on, the cobblestone project was going on, that the city of Memphis paid that contractor in full, and the work just didn't get done. So adjacent to that was the Tom Lee Park project. My conspiracy theory, I can't prove this, but they were getting paid to do something. They were getting paid to work on Tom Lee Park. Guess what? They don't have to raise as much private money. And then the other thing that they got paid on, they got paid $4 million for Mud Island to do you go down and try to use the restroom at Mud Island to redo the restrooms and do a bunch of other stuff. Mm-hmm. That work didn't get done either. So, and that was Accelerate Memphis money, that's another thing I'll talk about. Mm-hmm. Accelerate Memphis money. They didn't do that work either. And so they didn't do the $4 million. We still don't have our cobblestones. They're $13 million in debt. And then also, which I think is so insulting, is that the Mud Island Garage Gateway, where you park right across the street.
Right.
The escalators don't work in that. They get, the MRPP gets all the parking revenue. So in addition to the $3 million they get, they also get all the parking revenue, and they're not maintaining that. That's like a gateway to the city of Memphis. Escalators don't work. It's trashed up and everything. And all of that stuff on MRPP, that's Pitt Hyde stuff, that's Pitt Hyde stuff. Right. It's coming out of that Memphis Tomorrow, the chamber's all involved in that stuff.
Like Joe, Pitt Hyde and some of these powers that be, man, chambers of commerce, man.
So it's a terrible chamber of commerce.
I respect them, but
no, you don't. I don't.
Well,
I'm glad you do. I have no respect for them at all.
I give them respect as a person.
But
when it comes down to business, it's where you come from.
From a civic standpoint, they're absolute idiots. They really are.
Yeah, man.
They really are.
And I say, what the hell are y'all thinking about up there? What mind thinking? What zone are you all in?
Yeah.
Take a look at this city.
Yeah. See, Mike Keeney is now chairman of the chamber of the chairman's circle. Okay, now, this chairman's circle, everything they've touched is a disaster. Workforce development for 10 years has been a disaster. But anyway, Mike Keeney's over that. He's also on the airport authority. Now, the airport authority, this was in the Daily Memphian. They did a contract out there for a cleaning contract, $20 million. So went out for bid for 5 years. There's 2 contracts, $20 million, 2 bids, $20 million and $10 million. Which one do you think they awarded? They awarded it to the $20 million bid. And this is the chairman of the chamber of the chairman's circle. He's out there at the airport authority, and he's chairman of the chairman's circle.
Everybody put in places to take. Everybody's in place, man. You understand? People are in place for a reason. Contracts. I'm gonna say it again. Contracts in this city is what's running it down in the ground.
It is. I mean, if you look. I've done public contract work all over the country. So before I came to Memphis, I did career and education stuff all over the country, and I was in Atlanta when the cheating scandal broke. You know what they did there? They fired the superintendent on the spot. Here in Memphis, when the grading scandal did, they strung it out, let Dorsey Hobson find another job. And then they got to the end of it, and they said they lost the student records for like a year and a half. I'm like, how do you lose the student records? Somebody needs to go to...
All of it is hogwash, man.
Yeah.
It's just like, it's corrupt. Dr. Fagan, I hate for someone to try to dog somebody out, man. When you brought this young lady in, you take her all around the city, like you so much behind her, and just as soon as this lady get into position and start finding little money that ain't supposed to be messed with and can't go along the ball game, it's just time for her to go now.
Yeah. So what happened on that? The thing that kind of was I guess there were concerns, where some people didn't like what she was doing. But then when that group called Peer Power, which is the guys on the is in the chairman's circle and all that stuff, when he didn't get a contract, all hell broke loose. All hell broke loose, and then they went after her.
Then he raised hell, man.
Now, I'm going to tell you, in other cities, look, superintendents, that's where I operated. New superintendents come in all the time, and what they do is they start looking at stuff and changing stuff, and sometimes, even good contracts get canceled. It's just part of it. Okay, it's part of them doing their thing. Okay, but what I would have done if I were a decent chamber is, let her do her job, and let's get in line for next year. That's all. It's no big deal. That's what I used to have to do.
Why it could have came back? You understand? Dr. Fagan would have said, "Well, let's get his organization a chance." I didn't really know about this organization when I came in, but it was like it was something had to be done.
Right.
It was. They even got Governor Lee involved.
Oh yeah.
I'm like, what the heck? It's done got like this,
right? It's just a program. It's one of many programs they run. So to act like it's some sort of royal type of great program. Again, bad programs should be canceled. Good programs sometimes should be. Well, sometimes they just say, hey, I've got a different approach I want to try. Good programs get canceled sometimes. That's just the way it is.
Right.
It's nothing to go crazy about. It didn't like it didn't like Peer Power,
but Joe
was going to be shut out forever.
But Joe, it all goes back to money.
Sure, it goes back to money. There's nothing wrong, and there's nothing wrong with making money. Again, here's the thing that I've found. So I did public contracting all over the country in education space. It's not fair wherever you go. I'm trying to get on the inside and trying to get my stuff, positioned right so I can get a deal. So it's not perfectly fair. But in other places, let me tell you what really kind of got my attention. Grant, I grew up here in Memphis, and I went off and professionally did work all around the country. And again, in other places, it's not perfect, it's not fair. They do stupid stuff too. But you know what happens in other places when they do something stupid? They fix it. Here in Memphis, they do something goofy. They don't fix it, man. They just do another goofy thing with their buddy.
Just keep running.
Yeah. It's just stupid. Or they switch it up and they do a goofy contract with one of their buddies. Then they go and do another goofy contract with another one of their buddies.
Joe, Memphis is known through the United States for corrupt politicians, man.
Yeah.
This is nothing new. we know we'll never be able to stop all the corruptions. It's just awareness to let them know you're being too damn greedy. I look at it being too greedy. It's done got so bad. It's in your face now.
Man.
People coming in, it's in your face. Graceland down here, man. I see this game plan, or the state, or the city. I'm at this point right now. I don't give a damn who responsible for this. Let's get Elvis Presley taken care of. This project is going too long. This is one of our major tourist spot. So why are we treating this location the way it is?
Well, I somebody called me about that the other day to look into it, and I owe them a call back. And I've been hearing about it forever, and I'm like, it just does. I mean, what is the? Well, here's the thing. All right, back to our city has done everything they can just about. Well, they ran the music, but the latest ran the music business out of Memphis. Okay. Years ago, and then it seems like they're continuing to do it with Graceland, and then you have and then they ran Memphis in May out of the parks, basically sent our TDZ dollars up to Kansas City, and then what does Pitt Hyde and them want to do? They want to make Memphis an art city. Hey Pitt Hyde, listen, Memphis is not a fine art city. It's so goofy, man. I mean, Memphis is a barbecue city, a music city, basketball city. It's not a fine art city, goofy.
I think sometimes they getting the wrong advice from people, man.
Well, no, but this is when you say this is in Pitt Hyde's head, Joe, that we need to be a fine art city, and he tells everybody this is what we need to be, and all the politicians who are just so gullible and goofy themselves, they drink that like Kool-Aid. They're crazy.
Well, they have to if they didn't got a little something up on the table.
Well, you have to think, okay, that's another thing. Now, I don't have any proof of that. I guess you could start putting all that together, but I don't have any proof of it. But generally speaking, whatever's going on is not delivering a good product for taxpayers. It's just not.
Well, Joe, like I keep saying, we have a prime example of our city, Memphis, Tennessee. This can no longer be hidden. This is out in the open now.
Yeah.
Taxpayers want to know where in the hell our dollars are going. Other than downtown, what about Fraser? Let's put some beautification. What about South Memphis? You get off exits round Memphis. It just look grass overgrown, blight every damn way all through the neighborhoods, man.
I hear them talking about blight all the time, just constantly. So they're spending a ton of money on that. What's really happening with blight remediation? What's really happening?
Doesn't seem like it's being moved at all.
Yeah.
It's, man, I know it's BS.
And you can't make it, you can't make this stuff up. And back to the riverfront. So we're on this MLG&W thing. Guess who was running the Riverfront Steering Committee? Now the Riverfront Steering Committee was an internal committee in the mayor's office. It's supposed to be overseeing Tomley Park, everything river, Tomley Park, Mud Island, Brooks Museum, all of the riverfront development stuff going on, all of that stuff. That committee, with all this money, we're talking hundreds of millions.
Talking about big money,
yeah.
man.
That committee under McGowan's leadership never publicly met. Never.
Oh, no.
And so you say, so I FOI'd the minutes on that, and then they sent me one little thing. I'm like going, this is all the...
Look at all that damn money, man.
Yeah. So
it's a lot of money.
So Riverfront Steering Committee, in my view, was just set up as a committee to allow MRPP and them to actually assert whatever they want to do and use the Riverfront Steering Committee, says it was approved by the Riverfront Steering Committee. That's the reason they never met. They weren't doing anything. And the MRPP would assert mayoral authority as if they get
going along with.
yeah. That's all coming out of MRPP. That was Carol Colletta and Pitt Hyde and all that stuff down there. And they did the Cut Bank Bluff, which is right behind Pitt Hyde's thing.
Mm-hmm.
That, if you go and look at it like that, that looks like that's blight. But it's part of the design. And I'll tell you another thing. This is in financials. So this is really interesting. So the private donors, this is in the 2021 MRPP financials. They filed with the controller. When the government money started rolling in from the state, they say we're the most generous city in America, which is, I don't even know where they come up with that.
They meant to say, we the city that you can come in and make a fool out of. That's what they meant to say.
But here's the thing. The state money came in like $10 million, and the donor proceeds, $5 million went out.
Oh, man.
They took the money out.
Oh, man.
I mean, it's in the financials. It's not like you making this up.
Joe, I think all of them need to be hit on the head when they start messing with Memphis and May, man.
Yeah, I mean, it was a great deal. Oh, God.
That was a smack in his face. Oh, man. What the heck?
Well, they would say, so we have a nation-leading festival here in Memphis. It's one of many great festivals in the United States. I'm not going to say it's the best,
Right.
But it was not perfect. I mean, you have a big festival, you're going to have people who don't like things, but it was a damn good festival.
It was a festival that was known.
Yes, known.
Barbecue.
Yeah.
Memphis in May.
Yeah.
That tradition had went on that people look forward to coming to Memphis down at Tom Lee Park for the barbecue festival and the shows.
Yeah.
You send it out, you take it away from them. What the hell?
I mean, now we have two we have two barbecue festivals. And Richard, I got to give Richard Smith credit. Richard Smith wrote a column, and he just called it dumb, is what he called it. It's stupid. I mean, it's just stupid. I mean, it's asinine.
But
I agree with Richard on that.
We may think it's stupid.
Yeah.
But it is always a reason why someone does something, and it always end up in.
Well, see, the thing about it is, so we have what we call TDZ dollars. That's the tax increment that flows into certain projects based on downtown income. But the base for that was set when Memphis in May was in operation. There's no increment anymore, man. It's gone.
And Joe,
it's gone. And you know where it went? It went to Kansas City. Kansas City is building. Get this now. We're spending $100 million on building the Brooks Museum.
right?
A redundant museum that we don't need to be a fine art city, which we are not. So we're spending all the money on that. Kansas City, you know what Kansas City did? Just watching us, they spent $10 million on a barbecue museum.
The barbecue.
Yeah.
They standing behind what got them out there to be known.
Right.
Barbecue. Memphis was supposed to do the same thing. I look at you destroying Trombley Park, money that didn't need to be spent. Yeah. $64 million on the damn park. $64 million is not in that park down there.
Yeah.
I had a young man that worked down there. He told me, just got to talking. I was just acting like. I said, just acting like I'm just old. Yeah. The man told me they spent $2 million in dirt.
Yeah.
So it goes back into this circle. Look at the contractors that was involved in remodeling Tom Lee Park. Some of the same ones that's from out of town, just like ABC is another contractor in here that cut grass.
Yeah.
Done the landscaping.
Yeah.
It's always the same loophole.
Yeah.
And those contractors, how can I put this here? those contractors know somebody in this system
Yeah.
in order for their contract to work.
The way that I think it works is, they know somebody, and perhaps they know somebody, or the elitists cut a deal with them.
Right.
And after they get the contract, the private contract, the elitists are paid a commission. Mm-hmm. That's what I think happens, a fat commission. Mm-hmm. And I can't prove that, but I think that's what happens. Yeah. I mean, that's what I think happens. I mean, you can't prove that because,
Right.
I can't do a public information request on that. But so Tomley Park and all that is just it's just another bundle. And look, hey, you know what we haven't even talked about yet?
Come on with it, Joe.
The Sheraton.
Every time when I seen that, I just shook my head, man.
Well, look, the Sheraton in Nashville was built before the Sheraton downtown. That Sheraton is they're paying their full taxes on it, and it serves the major venue it serves is the state capitol. Mm-hmm. We have a Sheraton here that's built a little in 1984, and it serves the convention center.
Yeah.
Now, when they did the
Come on, Joe. Come on, Joe.
The elitist developers literally ran 3 developers out of downtown. 3
had to run them out.
All right, let me tell you who they ran out. Hard Rock wanted to build a hotel on Bill Street with a guitar-shaped guitar overlooking Bill Street. They ran them out of town, man. Those are international. They got big money.
That's because they won't go along with the corruption.
You're right. They just want to build a hotel and make money.
But if I can't get anything out of Hard Rock Cafe, what the hell are you here for?
You're right.
I can't get nothing out of you.
Yeah.
So get up out of here. Let me see, can I get somebody else to come in here that'll go by my system that I
They
like
need a good brand. It's Hard Rock. It's going to be hard to beat Hard Rock Hard Rock Hotel for Beale Street. But here's the other thing. The other thing is the Sheraton. They built $200 million, and they had the hotel connected to it. So when those investors bought the Sheraton, that was Starwood and Schulte. They said, "Oh, they're doing their hotel. They're doing their convention center. They're going to have to actually modernize their hotel, and they're going to take and prioritize that." They spent paid $45 million for that. When Starwood and Schulte come here, they didn't prioritize that. They tried to scuttle somewhere or another. The deal was scuttle with Lowe's and all this other stuff, and then they shut down the trolley, which the trolley system was ripped off. That's another mode of transit that was ripped off. They ripped off that. They drug their feet on their incentives, and finally, Starwood and Schulte just said, "They don't want us here. We're out of here." And so then, for all of that effort, basically what we've done is they handed the taxpayer a check for $30 million so local developers could operate and control the hotel. And guess what else? They're not going to be paying any tax on that. So there's not going to be any taxes to nonprofit. We'll get no property tax on that. The Sheraton in Nashville, they're paying property taxes on that. Yeah.
Because they're hurting ourselves in the city.
Right. Yeah. But to hand the elitists, to hand the taxpayer bill $30 million because they want to run out international investors out of town.
We've been known.
It's crazy,
Joe. We've been known to do this for years, man.
We ran the music business.
That's why it's nothing here.
Yeah.
And people know, companies know when they come here. They know corruption when they. This is not the first time some of these companies come here. This is not their first rodeo. Mm-hmm. You understand? They know corruption right offhand when they feel corruption. They rather go ahead and go somewhere else.
Right.
But it seems like if you're not playing the ball game, no need to come to Memphis.
Right.
And it's like I said, look at our city. Mm-hmm. There's nothing being brought in. Mm-hmm. I look at West Memphis over there. $4 million. Google. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of
$4 billion.
$4 billion. That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
Almost 4 Dallas arenas you can put over there for the $4 billion, man.
Yeah.
That comes with malls, that come with home building, probably a bigger hospital. That's money coming over there, man. That's just Google. That's that. Not all the other things that's gonna come along with this. Meanwhile, Memphis still stuck.
Yeah.
Arkansas may pick up moving faster than Memphis because you're dealing with different powers that be.
Yeah.
You understand?
Right.
Powers that be over there is different from over here in Memphis.
Right. Right.
They want to strive over there.
Right.
They bring in business.
Right.
And that casino is just a kickoff, man. I look for water parks to go up over there because you're talking about dollars that's headed that way. Not only that,
Well, I'll tell you. I mean, what I will say is that all those casinos, since they improved Southland, all the casinos in Tunica kind of dried up.
they drive. So those dollars down there went to a hulk.
Yeah.
People are like, why drive way down there? We can go right across the bridge.
Yeah.
So you're getting more entertainment over there.
Yeah.
I look for that West Memphis to grow quick.
Yeah. Yeah. You're probably right. Yeah.
And there's some money coming here in Memphis. Memphis is not going to be behind.
Yeah.
But at this time, we should have.
Well, it's closed. It's kind of. I mean, the reason money didn't come here is closed for business.
Right.
Really, it's really closed for business.
Right.
You know,
Man,
Chamber's a big part of closing Memphis for business. Big part of it.
I call them out all the time.
Yeah. I mean, they don't care about small business at all. Which is really, if you look at any data, everybody will tell you, as far as economic growth, that comes from small business.
Small business.
It doesn't come from major corporations. Although I hope this XAI thing works out great. I don't have a problem with it. Some people do. I don't have a problem with it. It's not, people talk about the transparency and all that stuff. I don't know. I mean, they're not getting any tax incentives. I don't have anything to look up,
Well,
So I'll be working out.
it's like what's been done till been done.
Uh-huh.
You understand? I watched it, Little Winter Dealing Dime, and it was already here up and running. Then it's on the news, and like, there's no need to protest now. But this thing already been signed off.
Yeah.
Bobby White and them done the deal, and it's all taken. What's been done, been done. Look at things as supposed to be pollution, supposed to be having tests. It's ups and downs about that. I look at the money that's been. You think Elon Musk just came in here and done what he wanted to do and didn't leave no funds here in Memphis, Joe? I can't see Elon coming in here just putting up his turbans and then cut a nice check off in here in Memphis. Business just don't go like that.
Yeah.
So I know it's some money been scuffled around.
Well, what he needed.
Well, we got a little money that I think he donated something to the education department.
Yeah. I mean, the benefit to them versus other recruiting that they do here is he's paying full taxes. A lot of times they don't get that. When new companies come in here, like they did a big tax incentive for Aon that's serving them, they didn't need to do that tax incentive. So their customers, XAI. I mean, so they're going to come here anyway. But, and that's another thing we hadn't talked about. I mean, these tax incentives. I mean, I have a page on my website about this. We have, like, as far as tax abatements here in town, we have like 500. Now compare that to Nashville and Chattanooga and Knoxville. They have, how many they have? 50.
More than that.
50. So what we're doing is we're incenting, and most of the people that are getting these tax abatements are companies that are already located here. So we have 500 tax abatements, and they're only and the other ones only have 50. So in other words, in other cities they're paying their taxes. Here in Memphis, the corporations are not paying their taxes.
But Joe, let's go back to it again. This been going on for years. Everyone that comes in here, it's basically seems like they get away with the taxes.
Right. Yeah.
I can't think of the name of the company that we had over on President Island. I think they're no longer here anymore. They made microwaves and things over there. Never hear about the taxes, man. It's always like it's just let people come in and do whatever they want to do.
Mm-hmm.
Don't get anything out of it, man.
Right.
That we don't know of.
Mm-hmm.
But I just look at things have to change. Change rapidly, man.
Well, at some point, I mean, you got to think at some point it just becomes easier to do the right thing.
Yeah.
I mean, I would hope we're there. I mean, it seems like it would just be, people would say, "Hey, we got to just start doing the right thing."
They're gonna have to, Joe.
Yeah.
This is embarrassing, Memphis.
Right. Right.
I do a lot of traveling. This is embarrassing, man.
Right. I mean, like it's kind of like if you have a bunch of health problems and you're eating and you're sitting on the couch and you're gaining tons of weight. At some point, it's going to become easier not to eat so much and work out and do the right thing.
You go to a city that's almost the same size of Memphis, or half smaller, and you look at the transportation system, how it's
Right.
moving. I know we have a problem here, man. You have bus routes where we really don't need a lot of bus routes.
Yeah.
Say you have 11 Thomas over here that runs quite a few people that may be on this bus, but you may have a 64 that run way out here. Not many people. You need to put more buses where these routes can pick these people up.
Right. Well, I mean, there's bus routes we got here that carry less than 10 people per hour.
Mm-hmm.
And so those are the types of routes you got to cut. And there's probably about 6 routes that they can, and that'd be $5 million they would save by just cutting those routes and either expanding on demand or increasing frequency on other routes, and to say you can't run a transit, Nashville's got a great transit system, and Little Rock has got a good transit system, and the thing is, and so a lot of people come in here and say it's about getting more funding from ATA. Not really.
It ain't
Not really, because I mean, if you compare what Nashville's is, how much money they're getting more money because they have a lot more ridership.
Mm-hmm.
Our ridership does not. To put more money in fixed route buses, it's the business argument is not there. Now you have to actually cut that. You really do. As far as the trolley goes, it's inexcusable that they ripped off the trolley.
Oh man,
just inexcusable. That's economic development. That's economic development everywhere. It's helping homeless people and poor people transfer.
Up and down,
It's helping small
Madison,
business.
right.
It's helping corporations. It's economic development 101. And they let that, and they imploded that. It's ripped off. I mean, it's inexcusable. I mean, why would they do that? It's so stupid.
Some people are just Joe, I know we can go on and on, man.
Well, we'll have an opportunity to go on. I mean, we put a lot out there tonight, but
because there's so much to be brought out, man. We just sit here and thought about, we can say funds being misappropriated over here, and it's almost anywhere you can point at, it's a problem.
yeah. But here, a couple of things that are coming up real soon that are dated. The Sheraton's supposed to close on November the 4th. We'll see if that happens. November 4th, right along in there. We'll see if that happens. Hopefully that does close. The other thing, because we're spending with the owners owning the building, the other owners, because they haven't closed on it, we've already spent $8 million in debt service. It's crazy. It's crazy. And the convention center's over there screaming because they can't book conventions because they can't tell their clients when the Sheraton will be ready. It's crazy.
They're still losing money.
But that's one day. And the other thing is the MLGW budget's coming up like any time now for approval for the city council, and they need to get on this tree trimming thing.
But see, they can put a stop to that.
They need to put a stop to it.
They should.
Yeah.
You know, I seen City Council Pearl Walker was in some of the comments, and City Council and them, they need to take a good look at this.
Well, I mean, she doesn't even want to look at it. I mean, look, let me tell you about Pearl. I was on the Emra site, which I thought was pretty brilliant before she was a city council person. I said, this is great. She runs for office. I support Pearl. Okay. I supported her. And then she gets elected to city council and kicks me off of Emra, you know, for some little thing I posted. She posted. And then now she doesn't even, she's the vice chair of the MLGW committee. She doesn't even want to do her job and look into some of this stuff.
Oh.
Yeah, she don't want to do any of that.
Ms. Walker, you may want to look into some of these things, Ms. Walker, because
Phil Spinoza's chair of that committee, though.
you know, because I seen the comments, and like you said, this, if they got into it, this wouldn't really reflect all the way on Paul Young. You understand?
Right.
But
he needs. I mean, he needs to take a position too. Right?
But we're I'm gonna say this here.
Mm-hmm.
It don't take much. That contract should be looked into.
Oh yeah.
And it shouldn't be, no, we don't need to look at this. Well, let's just take a look at it.
Yeah.
You know, what's so hard about it?
Yeah. Why are we paying so much more than everybody else?
Yeah, just dig into it.
And the other thing is, just so you have the combined rates, gas, water, and electric. On electric rates, and for the lowest, for the smallest user, which are mostly going to be poor people, our rates out of 40 different utility companies, we're ranked 17th. That's not that good for a public utility. It's not that good. And and those rates are going up next year. At January 1, they go up 4 more %.
Joe, they continue going up, man.
Yeah.
Each time, the only way it comes down is that you have to get in there and look at these contracts.
Right.
That's been overbid.
Yeah.
Get down to the nitty gritty. But if I don't see no movement, that let me know they enjoy what's going on.
Right.
You know, I, like I said, we're gonna always have corruption. But I'm hoping that they get knocked on the head and say, hey, let's wake up.
Yeah.
So it's a problem in this city.
Right.
It doesn't take a rocket science. I told Chamber of Commerce, what the hell is y'all doing up there? You just sitting there. Do you see what I see? What's going on in this city?
Right. The Chamber's a big partner in the implosion of downtown. They really are. They really are. They sat there and watched the implosion of downtown. The Chamber is in close proximity to just about every public botch in the city, whether it's the riverfront, the implosion of downtown, the Sheraton, the airport, the $20 million that I talked about on the airport deal. They were championing Gary Rosenfeld, big deal, making, he's a great guy, and then Matt implodes. They're in close proximity to botching the workforce development system, just about every public botch in the city of Memphis. The Chamber is very, very in close proximity to just about all this.
I want them to realize down in Chamber of Commerce that instead of putting so much money downtown, let's help out some of these other communities, man.
Well, here's the paradigm that the downtown developers have got somewhere or another. They've gotten everybody to buy into. So goes your downtown, so goes your city. Now, I don't believe that.
It's-
So goes your city, so goes your downtown.
and that's
Th-
what,
That's how goofy these people are.
man, I'm going to say it again.
Yeah.
And I'm hoping they watching and listening.
Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen, the great city of Memphis, Tennessee is hurting, and it's time for a change for our city. Funds, if the funds not coming, they need to come. If the funds are being stolen, those people need to be handled and taken care of, because at this time, it's hurting the city. We had problems with crime. That's another story. I can go on with that, but we ain't gonna get into that.
Yeah.
But man, Joe, I thank you for coming over, man.
Glad to be here, man. Thanks for
Hey, man, come over anytime, man. Sit up and talk, man. My home is your home, man. You know I am, Joe. Come in, drink some coffee with me, man. We sit up here and talk, and hope that we can come up with solutions to make a better Memphis, man.
Yeah. Yeah.
I appreciate you, Joe.
Glad to be here, man. Thank you.
Anytime. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for coming over and just coming over and just just trying to wake you up a little bit of what's going on here in this great city of Memphis. Appreciate you all watching. Hope we gave you a little information that you didn't know of, and hopefully I can get. But I appreciate you all watching tonight. You all have yourself a blessed night. It's a good night to be sleeping. Joe, we out of here. Y'all be safe.